My riding journey began at a young age. Since I was little, I've always had a love for horses. I did many summer camps that I looked forward to every summer. By the age of 10 or 11, I had my first riding lesson. Ever since then, I knew that this was what I wanted to do. Fast forward a year later, I leased my first ever horse, Prissy. She was an old paint horse who definitely lived up to her name. She was a stubborn little thing, but she took me far. I still see her and sometimes ride her today. With her, I realized that I wanted to do jumping. After her, I began leasing a horse named Red. He was an ex-eventer who was trained to jump. We did a lot together, and I developed a deep connection with this horse. After a lot of struggles with jumping, I came to the decision to sell him. I wanted to move forward with my jumping, but it hurt Red to jump, and I knew it was time for him to retire to a good home. This was by far one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. It was really hard for me, and after I worried that I would never find the right horse. Then Copper came along, and knowing that he loved to jump and had a sweet personality made him the next right horse for me. He was a little on the smaller side, but that didn't bother me much. Through him, I advanced my jumping skills, and we started competing. Throughout the lease, I also wanted to get to the experience of riding other horses, so I started taking lessons at a place where I got to ride a lot of different horses and improve my riding. While riding there, I realized that I wanted to take my riding even further. I decided I wanted a younger, taller horse with more scope. The search continued for a while, and we even almost bought a horse, other than Sully, but we decided this horse wasn't the horse for me. We finally found Sully, and from the first ride, I knew he was the horse for me. At first, he was a real challenge for me, but we worked through those challenges, and in the end, it was worth it. Sully introduced me to the eventing world. I fell in love with cross country and decided that this was what I wanted to do, along with dressage and show jumping. Me and Sully started doing shows together, and we've been doing really well and also having a lot of fun. This isn't where my riding story ends, as I plan to have a future full of much more horse adventures. But for now, this is my story.